Girardeau, crews are also hard at work finishing to clear side roads. And video shows Lexington is very clear, but turning off into neighborhoods, things get slick and snowy pretty quickly. So we have Casey Brunke with Cape Public Works here with us, and let's talk a little bit about tackling a snow event like this. It's all hands on deck, I'm sure, for you guys.
Absolutely.
What's your status right now?
So as of right now, we consider the primaries pretty clear. As we just heard from the city of Sikeston, we're currently also focusing on the secondary routes. We have a lot more secondary routes than primary routes, so those obviously take us a lot longer to clear. We have to remember we've got almost 230 miles of streets here in the city of Cape Girardeau that we have to clear. Our crews work 24/7 over the weekend to try to get that done, and we are still working on that.
And what are some things that are causing problems for you guys at this point?
The cold temperatures, for sure, are not helping us. The sunshine is greatly helping us out today. As we mentioned, some of the snow is starting to melt because of that sunshine, but we'll probably turn to black ice this evening. Because of the cold temperatures, our salting efforts just really aren't helping us that much. But as things start to melt, we're starting to use some of that salt to hopefully kind of get some more of that snow and ice off the road.
Is there anything that like regular homeowners can do to help you guys get done with your jobs quicker?
Sure. So give us plenty of room to work, particularly if we are spreading salt. You don't want to get hit with your car with the salt spreader, spreading that salt, broadcasting it out behind the truck. Give the plows plenty of room to work, stay back. And also that graphic from MoDOT that we just saw, that is excellent. If you don't want all that snow piled at the end of your driveway, kind of shovel a 10-foot path to the left side of your driveway if you're looking out the street for the plows to deposit that snow there instead of at your driveway.
Good tip, very good tip. Anything that you would like viewers to know specifically about an event like this, what you guys are doing behind the scenes, just kind of give us a picture of life with the Public Works right now.
Coordinated chaos is how I could best describe it. Our guys are so hardworking. Again, we were in 24/7 over the entire weekend. We're back at it this morning. The guys have worked tirelessly to try to get everything cleared. We've just got so much. We got hit with several rounds of snow, which also makes it difficult to keep everything clear. As soon as they get kind of one primary cleared, they have to go back and clear it again because another path or another round of snow came through, which is why we're still kind of working on some of those secondary routes. We will get there. Please give us patience as all the other crews are out working the same as we are. It'll get done. We just need some more time.
And right now, Mother Nature's working against you. While the snow has stopped, it's too cold for that salt to really take root, correct?
Correct. Salt typically works, I'd say it does not work less than 20 degrees, 19 degrees, maybe a little less. But with that sunshine coming out today, Mother Nature is our biggest help in these snow events, and that seems kind of silly even with the temperature so cold. But as you can tell, it is melting that snow out on the streets today, even when our salt can't.
All right. Casey Brunke, thank you so much for coming in.